Hello everyone, I am Noreen Itang from Bachelor of Elementary Education 3, and today I will describe to you my choosing topic, which is the parallel lines, the intersecting lines, and the perpendicular lines in Math 4. What is parallel lines? Parallel lines are lines that always stay the same distance apart from each other and they will never meet. And what is perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines are lines that meet at right angles. And what is intersecting lines? Intersecting lines are lines that meet or cross each other. They share a common point called the point of intersection. Let's try to observe the two movements of the cars. If the two cars continue to move in the same direction, do you think the two cars will meet at the center point? The answer is no. If we represent the movement using a line, the pair of the line that do not meet at any point, even we extend the line in both directions, is what we call parallel lines. So we can say that line CD is parallel to line EF. We use the symbol to represent parallel lines. Here are some examples of parallel lines. Now let's observe the movement of the two cars. The blue car moved from point G to point H. If we represent using a line, we can name it as line GH. Then the red car moves from point I to point G. If we represent the movement of the car using a line, we can say that the line meets at the center point, and this is what we call intersecting lines. So we can say that the line GH intersects to the line IJ, and they meet at point P. So here are some examples of intersecting lines. And this time, take a look at the movement of the blue car. It moves from point L to point M. If we represented using a line, we can name it as line LM. Then the red car moved from point Q to point R. If we represented using a line, we can name it as line QR. If we represented the movement of the two cars using a line, we can say that the line intersect at the point, and if we measure the angle of intersection, it measures exactly 90 degrees. A line that intersects and form a 90-degree angle of square corners is what we call perpendicular lines. A line that intersects and form a 90-degree angle or square corners is what we call perpendicular lines. So we can say that line LM is perpendicular to line QR. We use the symbol to represent perpendicular lines. So here are some examples of perpendicular lines.
You'll find lines that are perpendicular on the rectangle's perimeter. Or let's break it down even simpler, they make right angles in particular.
Parallel lines never meet, intersecting lines make V's. Perpendicular lines meet at 90 degrees, put your hands in the air with.
Now let's talk about detecting if two lines are intersecting. It's the term that we select if at any point two lines connect.
Parallel lines never meet, intersecting lines make V's. Perpendicular lines meet at 90 degrees, put your hands in the air with me. Parallel, intersecting, perpendicular, rectangular.
When two lines will never touch, then you can tell that those two lines are parallel. Like these telephone wires up above the street, parallel lines will never meet.
Parallel, intersecting, perpendicular, rectangular.